Kit Guru is at Nangang for Computex 2023. We're in the big event. We're starting with SEASONIC. Come on in close, Matt. And I'm going to rudely dismiss this wide array of ATX power supplies as things that we've seen before and that we understand. Focus is a range we're very familiar with, as is Vertex and Prime. Mainly these are ATX 3.0, possibly they're all now ATX 3.0. Gold, platinum, titanium rated. We understand these power supplies, we like them and we use them, but they're not new. Let's go to some new stuff. Unexpectedly, we're looking at power supplies for networking. Yesterday we were at the NVIDIA keynote, Jensen Huang talking about how NVIDIA is all about the data center. And if we look at this power supply here, I think I have the correct unit. This power supply is the type of power supply that's going to be powering the latest switches from NVIDIA. The chips in those switches run at 500 watts. We're talking serious levels of power. And if we go over there, the switches, which are the backbone of networking, you would think are using less power as time goes on. They don't. They're using more power. They're getting more efficient. The requirements are increasing. And hence, we have hefty, great big power supplies such as this. And this is going to be a significant business for SEASONIC. And another unexpected area for SEASONIC is medical. Come in closer, Matt, have a look. These are the types of power supplies that will power, for example, defibrillators or drug machines, possibly even the motors for beds in hospitals, you know, the ones that rise up and lie down. We've also got, for example, here DC to DC power, because in an ambulance the kit has to run off DC unless you have some sort of converter from AC to DC and back again. Highly complex stuff. And I must confess, the thought had never occurred to me is, who on earth makes the power supplies in these sorts of bits of kit? These are not SEASONIC power supplies, even though they're logoed with SEASONIC. If we look here, for example, Matt, this is a partner company. It's a Taiwanese company that also manufactures further down in Southeast Asia. And if we move back and have a little look at the range, so there's a cooperation going on between SEASONIC and their partner, where SEASONIC's helping out with some of the engineering. Mainly, it's SEASONIC helping out with the marketing. It was suggested that as the partner company is significantly smaller than SEASONIC, well, it tends to be that the larger company takes over in time the smaller company. We'll see how that one goes. So, another new field for SEASONIC. We've previously seen the Syncro cases from SEASONIC. Quite liked them. They did well in our reviews. There are no new Syncro cases to announce. We do, however, have some fans just around the corner that we've heard about but have not previously seen. These Magflow fans come in a 3-fan kit, and we've got, as you can see, non-RGB and RGB. They've plugged a non-RGB in the line of RGB because the magnetic connectors can handle both types of fan. So as we can see in this strip of 4, you can mix and match the fans to your heart's content. The magnets are incredibly strong. The frames are very tough, barely flex, and they have, just turn that for you, and you can see there the contact pattern. The thing is, they are fairly expensive. We don't have a UK price for them at the moment, but we know these are pricey. And we understand that SEASONIC is going to bring in some more basic versions that don't use the magnetic connection, therefore clearly won't be called Magflow, as that's where the name comes from. They're going to bring in a more basic fan that's more price competitive, and therefore hopefully will do better when you go searching on Amazon and Newegg. This is a case that's being hosted by SEASONIC. The name, eBlaztr. It's a Danish company, they're a startup. If you come in close, Matt, the only SEASONIC part of this system is the SFX power supply. This is not a collaboration with SEASONIC. This is SEASONIC hosting eBlaztr on their stand at Nangang. So we have an AIO, we have some Corsair memory. The logos here are the stickers that came from the product packs because it has Horizon and also an MSI motherboard. So what we're looking at is an ITX SFX system with Visa mounts. You can attach a monitor. So either you can set up in a small gaming room and you've got all your kit in front of you apart from mouse and keyboard, or if you want, you can use this as a traveling system for LAN parties. The eBlaztr is going to be sold as a chassis with a PCI riser, and that's it. All this hardware not included. We don't have a price at the moment. They're coming to market, we're told, in the next few months. We're going to have to spell out the name of this company. It's Eicoen, as in eco energy. This is not so much a collaboration with Seasonic as a daughter company of Seasonic. Eicoen is a software startup that's come out of some of the staff at Seasonic, and the idea is it's for energy monitoring. Let's look at some hardware which should explain what's going on. So here we have some clamps that go around cables, for example going to machine tools in a workshop or coming out of the fuse box in a hotel. And here we have some transmitters that operate over Wi-Fi, and the idea is that your consumption is monitored by the clamps. The data is then sent up to the cloud, and Eicoen back at base will then tell you about your energy usage. So if you didn't particularly care when you were paying 20 cents per unit about your power consumption, now it's hit €1 $1 per unit, you probably care a great deal. The idea is that the data coming out of this system will tell you how you're using energy. It sounds as though the business model is going to allow for customers, consumers to buy the hardware directly and then they'll pay for the service. Alternatively, installers will buy the hardware, install it, and will then take a cut of the monitoring fee. This looks like an interesting side gig for Seasonic and something we weren't expecting to see. A power supply manufacturer who wants to monitor power consumption. Kit Guru's tour of Seasonic's booth is complete, and we're starting Computex proper for real. And now we're going to head off and see the rest of Nangang.